Hey folks, welcome to the Google Calendar API tutorial series. This tutorial series is divided into three parts. The first one is getting all the calendar events from your Google Calendar into the spreadsheet. The second one is going to be showing you how to create calendar events in your Google Calendar using the API. And the third one is a bonus video that shows you how to add Google Meet links to your calendar events using the API. In this video, we're going to be starting with our first topic, that is getting the calendar events into your spreadsheet from the calendar using the API and some app script. We're going to be starting by creating events in the Google Calendar. Second, we're going to be adding the calendar API to the script project. And we're going to be using and writing some app script to get all the events into the spreadsheet. So let's get started. This is the sheet that we're going to be using for the first video. We're just going to go ahead and add some columns. I'm going to start with the name of the event. Next, we're going to be adding the start date / time of the event and the end date / time, and maybe the location if it is added in the calendar event. And the last one is going to be the description of the event. We have added these columns here. Now let's go ahead and create our events in the Google Calendar. So today is 27th of June, so I'm just going to add one event here. If you want, if you want to see the more options that are available while adding an event, you have to click on more options. That will open it a little more bigger. So I'm going to write this is an event number 1, and I'm going to keep this as an all day event. It's going to start from June 27, 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. again. And I'm going to add a location saying, say, California. And California, USA. And I'm going to add a description saying this is the event number 1. So we have created the first event. If you want, you can add some more details and just go ahead and click save. So the first event has been added. Let's go ahead, say to 29th of June. And I'm going to click again on more options. Click here and say this is event number 2. And I'm not going to keep this as an all day. I'm going to keep it starting, say, from 10:15 a.m. to, say, 11:15 a.m. And it's going to be June 29. If you want, you can select your own time zone. And I'm going to add another location saying Mumbai, Maharashtra. Going to get here, and we're going to add another description saying event number 2, and we're just going to go ahead and click save. We have added 2 events in our Google Calendar. Let's go back to the sheet, change the name to, say, calendar API. We're done. Now let's go ahead and start writing the script, and using the script we're going to get all these events from the calendar into your sheet. So we'll just click on tools, click on script editor, which will bring up the app script editor, and we're just going to clear this out. Now the step 2 that we had talked about before was adding the API to the project. To do that, you need to go to the services, click on add. There are various APIs available. Just scroll down to the Google Calendar API. Be somewhere, it's here. Click on Google Calendar API and just click add. And in a few seconds, the API will get added to your AppScript project. It's successfully been added. Let's go ahead and create a function saying get events. Just going to write in get events, close the brackets, open the curly brackets. And the first thing that we're going to be doing is getting the spreadsheet. So I'm just going to write variable ss, spreadsheet.app. I'm going to be going step by step. So I'm going to get the active spreadsheet, then get the sheet by name, and I'm going to variable sheet. I'm going to do ss.getSheet by name. Just going to go back here and change the name to get events. Copy the name from here, go back here, open the quotes, paste in the event's name, and close. The next thing that we're going to be doing is getting the calendar that we're going to be using. So I'm just going to open a variable called variable gal, and I'm going to be using the calendar app, and I'm going to be doing, there are various options. You can get all the calendars, you can get it by name or ID, or you can get the default calendar. But to be sure that you're getting the exact and the correct calendar, I would prefer you using the calendar ID. So I'm going to get calendar by ID. Now to get the calendar by ID, you need to go back to your calendar, and I am using the Aryan Irani calendar that is here. So you just need to go click on the 3 dots and click on settings and sharing. And after clicking on it, you'll see all the details that are there. And if you scroll down a bit, here you can see the calendar ID is here. It's my email address. It will be different for everyone. You just need to go ahead, copy it from here, go back to your AppScript editor, open the quotes, paste the ID and add it with a semicolon. We've got the calendar now. We're going to be creating a variable called events that will be containing all the events that we're going to be getting from the Google Calendar. The event number 1 and event number 2. So we're going to be doing cal variable that we created before, and we're going to be using the get events command. You can get them by ID. You can get it for the day also. You have to just specify, say 27th of June. If you do that, you're going to get this event, but you want all. So we're going to be starting from 27th to 30th, and I'm going to say get all the events between 27th of June 12 a.m. to 29 June 12 p.m. So we're going to go get events. We're going to use the get events command, and now you need to specify the date. To do that, you need to write new. We're going to be creating a date, and here we're going to be specifying the date. So the first thing is going to be the month. So it is June, so it's 6th. We need to write 6, the date. So today is, so I'm going to be starting from 27th June to 30th June. So the start is going to be 27, 6, 27, and then the 2021, the year. Now you have to specify the time. So this event is going to be, it's an all day event. So I'm going to start by 12 a.m. and I'm going to close, you have to have the AM capital, and you can close the brackets and add a comma. Now you need to specify the ending. So you have to add two variables here, the start date and the end date, between which you want all the events to come in. It's going to be the same date. I'm going to add 6th, that is the 6th month, that is June, and I'm going to get all the events till 30th June. Let's add another event here, saying event number 3. It's going to be same. Save it, and I'm going to go here and say 30th June. I want all the events starting from 27th June 12 a.m. to 30th June 12 a.m. or 11:59 p.m. I'm going to add here 2021, add a space and add the time. It is going to be 11:59 p.m. Add a small space and you're done. Now we have got all the events into the event variable here. Now it's time to set the values back into the sheet here. We have to start by the name of the event, start, and location and description of each of the events. So we're going to open a for loop here. It's going to create a variable I for indent. We're going to use it, and we're going to be getting the events.length. We're going to do events.length, add a semicolon and I++. Now this for loop is going to count the number of variables, and with that number it's going to be adding it into the spreadsheet here. So we're going to create the variable title. That's going to be the first variable that we need to set back. So we're going to create variable title, and we're going to get events. We're going to open the brackets, is an array. So this contains the number. So this is going to be the first. So the first indentation is going to be 1, and it's going to pass through. It's going to get event number 1. It's going to add it into the spreadsheet. The next one, the I will become 2. It's going to add event number 3, and then it's going to add this one. So we're going to do events I, and we're going to use the get command, and here we're going to be getting the title. So we get title. We're going to be doing the same thing for the start time. That's going to be the second variable that we have to set back to the sheet. It's going to be start time. We're going to do start. The same thing is going to be there, events.I.get start time. Close the brackets, add it semicolon. Same thing is going to be for the end time. We're going to do events I.get end time, and close the bracket, add the semicolon. The next variable that we have is location and description. I'm going to do variable LOC, that's location. Do events I.get location. You get the variable, close the bracket, add a semicolon. The last is going to be description. I'm going to keep it short, DES, and we're going to add it .I and get description. Close the brackets, add the semicolon, hit the save button. Now we have got all the values stored in the variable. Now it's time to set the values back to the sheet here. So to do that, we're going to get the sheet here. We're going to do sheet.get. We need to get the range. We're going to do here I+2, and it's going to be the next one. It's going to start from here. We're going to be doing I+2. And we're going to add it in the first column. It's going to be starting from the second row and the first column. We'll start from here. And after we specify the range, it's time to set value. We're going to use the set value command, And the first variable that we have to send back to the sheet is going to be title or the name of the event. So we're going to set value title. I'm going to do the same thing for all of them. I'm going to do sheet.getRange. I'm going to do i+2, and then we're going to be adding the second column in this case because the start time has to be put in the second column here. I'm going to do that, i+2 dot set value. I'm going to add the start time here. Same thing, just going to copy this down here. So the same thing, we're going to, after start, we need to add the end time and change the column number, since the end time is the third column here, 0, 1, 2. And the same thing is going to be done here. The fourth column is going to be the location. Need to add the location variable, that is we have created LOC. And the last one is going to be the description, that is the DES, and we need to change the variable to fifth one, as it's going to be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a total of 5 columns. We have added the set value command. Scroll down here, we have added it. Just remove this one. And in the end, just so that you know all your events have been added, we're going to print a short confirmatory message that says events have been added to the spreadsheet, and just add the semicolon, hit the save button. And before running the script, just name your project to get events API, and just hit the rename button. We are done here, and let's just go ahead and click the run button. Here you can see the confirmatory message has come, events have been added. Let's check out the spreadsheet. Here you can see all the events have been added successfully. The first one is the event number 1, that is on the 27th June. We've got the exact same description. Let's go and just, if you want to confirm it, you can go here, click on edit event. The event number 1 is the title, we have got it here. The date and time is going to be the same, and the location is California, USA. It's the same thing here, and the description has successfully been added. So this is all for this video. I hope you've understood how to get calendar events into your spreadsheet using the API and some app script. In the next video, we're going to be creating calendar events in the Google Calendar using the API and app script. I'll see you in the next one.